There you go. Back on Claudette. Back on Claudette. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. No. No. If this match doesn't end up going your way, that is that would be the big error that I would point out. Okay, so 1,200 hours. This is Straw Hat Bunny with 1,200 hours. So a lot of hours. An above average amount of hours. They also left a little blurb down here. Bran, hey Bran, hopefully you read this. I have played against these guys before, and they were super mean in Twitch chat last time, so it's a vendetta. I'm also bad at Wesker. You're bad at Wesker right now. You're not always going to be this way. You are bad right now. I would everybody, if I could have one takeaway, that I want everybody to start saying when it comes to not even just DBD, but just like progressing at any skill in life, don't say you're bad. Say you're bad right now. Make that statement temporary. I am bad right now. I am not good at this currently. Because that is something that you have the ability to fix. This is something that you have the ability to improve on, to get better at. These things aren't temporary. Like, you can fix these, and that attitude helps a lot. It's not just I am bad. This is something I can change. This is something I can help. All right, so yeah, Straw Hat Bunny, 1,200 hours. This is a vendetta. This is a revenge match, a rematch they had with somebody who is being mean to them. So yeah, see how this goes. Wesker match. Somebody I play a lot. Still not good at it very much myself right now.
This guy's crazy.
But yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Tracking. Whatever. What map is this? Oh.
I don't know what perks you have, so I can't comment on that.
Hey guys.
I'll just say that in the future, ideally, let me see your perks, because like as much as a lot of the game boils down to like things you could improve on through micro pressure, which is like having quicker chases, or macro pressure, which is like gen pressure, not chasing into bad areas, like we said in the last one. Also, utilizing and getting value out of your perks is another big part of that. So make sure I see those in the future. You're running Leather Glove and Chalice, which is okay. Typically his better add-ons are like Leather Glove is fine, but like, you know, Crank, and stuff like that may be better choices, but you know.
That's right, you can't.
You heard me yelling about that before. Is like the collision with him is very finicky. You get Country out of the way right away, which is good. It's a very, very good palette to just have gone right away. Yeah. Yep, she's creating a dead zone. Kick him, kick him, kick him. Good fake, good fake. Now I would ready my power. A little late. You could have definitely hit that. Yeah, you could have definitely hit that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have ready my power.
That better. That's my bad.
You just had to ready your power at the corner. You kind of like came around the corner and ready your power like right here. If you had readied it around the corner, you could have smacked her at the window. You could have got the... Even if she like fast vaulted it, Wesker's hitbox stupid.
I think you took that around that way. That's fine.
You're doing something really smart right here that I don't see a lot of players do, which is something I tried to reinforce in a lot of my videos, is you have gotten 2 pallets out of her that are really strong, both a long wall juggle gym and at Country, and you said that's enough, right? This chase has been going on 20, 30 seconds, and I don't have a hit yet. But I do have 2 pallets, so I have gotten something that's going to help me later in the match, so I'm going to disembark. You have gotten something, whether you got the injury, whether you got the multiple pallets, you've gotten something out of this. So that's good. That's good. That you made the mature decision to go, okay, this chase didn't go well, time to disembark. I got some pallets. This is fine. A lot of people don't do that.
You got that corner of the map way pretty good, which is nice.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
I found them. Good.
Your map awareness is good. You know generally where people are on gens without having to have info directly telling you, which is good. They have a good map spawn. They have a lot of like jungle gyms. Good, very good. You waited there? This is something, so like this is something that I don't see a lot of players do. Is like they just kind of like almost like survivors do the same thing where they kind of autopilot while they run. Killers do the same thing. So instead of just like automatically coming to this side and overcommitting, you waited a second. You kind of hesitated to see if she would just double back and go the other way, which is really, really good because you're waiting to see what she's going to do. But because you waited, you now have the ability to hit her.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
Yeah. That was just impatience.
I'm so bad at this character.
Right now. That was just impatience. That wasn't even a bad time to do that. That was just impatience. Yeah, like if you had just been, if you waited a second and lined it up, you would have been fine.
He's already super cocky.
Yeah, get hit once and then dead hard.
Dead hard.
But that was a good bound.
She's broken. Let's go. We did it, Reddit.
But yeah, you have a. That was good.
That's a hay bale, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, well she got fixed. So that's good. Yeah, you gotta The main thing I'm seeing right now as somebody who plays Wesker a lot is you gotta be readying your power around corners, because even if you can't hit it, you should be threatening them with it. Like right here, I would pull up my power. That way, she has to make the choice between vaulting and getting hit or throwing Shack Pallet. Because that is the pressure you apply when you have your power up. It's like, hey, I can zoom across this entire shack and hit you. So if we came around this corner with our power up, she either has to try to vault the window and beat you, which she won't, and she'll lose, and then she dies, right? Or she has to come over to your pallet, to Shack Pallet, and then she wastes Shack Pallet at 4 gens. So yeah, that but you didn't give her any sort of pressure here. You just kind of let her have the window. So think about not only your power in terms of like what can I hit, but also how can I make the survivors scared or waste resources when I have my power readied as well.
Oh, I thought I could make it. That's such
first balance, but yeah, I love Straw Hat. Straw Hat's great.
To make it really bad.
Straw Hat's a good human. Night, Matt. I appreciate you. Also, night as well, Maxi. I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah, see,
too.
You could have had Shack Pallet down 1 loop ago. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have had Shack Pallet down a loop ago and already been at this point. And this is unfortunately what most of DBD comes down to, is like saving those 5 seconds of chase. 1 less loop. Like I know that sounds like super boring and super like annoying, but like that's really realistically what it comes down to is saving that like 5 extra seconds, like getting that pallet down even sooner. Oh, yeah.
All right. I need to just play better. Up this.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Especially if you're learning a character, it takes a while. Yeah.
The greater lagger.
There was a
greater lagging fan, dude.
Stutter there, which is not your fault.
Oh my god. Okay. Dude, I'm just in the brain right now. I don't know what's happening.
This is Wesker things that like just.
Oh my god. Okay.
Like Wesker can play this tile not pretty easily, but like she's kind of hovering here.
Whoa.
She throws that pallet right here. I would ready my power.
The greater lagging.
Because if you had ready your power here, you could have slid across this and got her. She would have been zoned into nothing. You wouldn't get a hit unless you like flicked it. Where you hold Q and E as you're, or hold Q or E as you're sending the bound, so it changes your direction as you're bounding. Like unless you're doing that, you were gonna throw her into the corn over there, but that's still better than being at this pallet. You definitely could have hit her there. So yeah, this is like the main thing I'm noticing, which is very character specific, which is nice because like honestly, you're playing fine. It's just like the character specific stuff of knowing to like ready your power around corners to like threaten them or hit them as they come around the other side. You got to think of it almost like a Huntress Hatchet, right? You almost got to think about it like a Huntress Hatchet, right? Like you ready the hatchet and try to like send it down the side of the loop, or like Billy, where you're chainsawing and you're feathering, and rise it hits 100, you're around the corner. Like you got to start doing that, and that's going to help you like a lot. Also, this is going to be something that I will. Hold on, let me grab this. This is something I'm going to help you, and I'm going to post this in the YouTube side of things when we get there. Ranikin is a very, very good content creator, somebody I'm kind enough to call a friend. Literally makes all these Wesker guides on how to like hug tech, how to rubber bound, hug tech as Wesker, stuff like that. And they main this character. So I would take a look at Alrin's content, the tutorials that they have up, and just like try to start learning some of the text that this character has. It's a little bit more complicated. Because it's one of those things where it's like you can play Wesker the way you're playing Wesker, and it will get you pretty far. But the better survivors you face, the more you're going to need more of those techs. So make sure you're investing in learning how to, like, you know, intentionally bounce off something and then hit people, or ready your power around a corner, and stuff like that. You don't have to learn all of it, but maybe if you're passionate about learning this character, maybe invest in learning some of the deeper stuff. It's kind of like similar with like Blight. Like, you don't need to really know how to hug tech or the flicks or anything like that, but it certainly helps. It certainly helps.
Fan, dude. Oh my god. Okay, dude, I'm just in the brain right now. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do this thing that I do that I probably shouldn't do, is like, I'm so hell-bent on not kicking the pallet that I start like, I keep trying to, you know, switch my momentum over and over and over and over again, and realistically I should just kick the pallet. Especially since you have brutal, you should kick the pallet.
Listen,
that would have saved time as well.
I need to just like use my head here. Ah, fuck me. Okay.
That happens to me all the time.
Use your brain. All right, come on. Think. Play smart. Don't fall for the obvious bullshit, you know. Obvious back and then forth. The joke, right? So
no scourge checks, I don't think. Do you have slowdown?
You gotta be smart, you know.
Like, do you have any slowdown? Because that could definitely be contributing.
He's just gonna be over there.
Because especially when you're learning a new character, you want to run stuff like Deadlock, Corrupt, or even, I'm gonna say it, Colubrine Eruption. Basically perks that buy you a lot of time, because, you know, you're gonna be doing stuff like you did, where you're gonna be missing the Dwight in what you perceive to be like a super obvious play, but it's not obvious to you yet because you're still learning. But if you're running Corrupt, Deadlock, or like Colubrine Eruption, perks that buy you a lot of time, you have time. It looks like you have Dead Man's. But yeah, you're perks that buy you time to basically make mistakes and continue to practice. So I would start using perks like that in your matches with any character you're learning. So you can, essentially, like Lesson Dark says, use them as training wheels. Use them as training wheels so you can, you know, not have the gens fly out of the match and you have time to actually practice your character's power.
Can't do it that early. We push this side.
There you go. There you go. I was going to tell you to do that if you didn't do it. I was like...
Back to Shack, I see. Probably has Dead Hard.
Just don't refuse to take them off. Yeah, don't refuse to take off the training wheels once you get good at the character. See, you did it there. Perfect. See? Nice. See? You can do it. See, that right there? Perfect. Literally perfect. That thing that would have saved you time in that last chase at Shack? Perfect. Literally perfect. Literally perfect. You go over, you get to Shack wall, you get to the Shack door, you ready your power to pressure her, you see that she's not looking behind her, so she's probably just going to vault, and you just come around the other end. Perfect. Perfect. You forced her into a decision, and you capitalize on it. Do that. Do that. That was perfect.
Good lord. Okay, I spent way too much time on that girl, but still.
Yeah, but like, that was measurable improvement right there. That was you doing the exact right thing.
Oh, I didn't know I had that.
Just do that more often.
Remember, she has Dead Hard, so.
Yeah. Oh, see? You missed it. You missed it. See?
That's a shame.
See?
Can't really do that.
Yep. See? Look, if you had done what you had done with that Ada right there to her, where you brought up the tentacle right before he came around the corner, would have been the same situation. Either eat the vault or take my Shack Pallet. You know, like, well, Shack Pallet's gone, actually, at this point, right? Because she threw that earlier and you kicked it. Yeah, she doesn't have a choice here. She either eats the window, she eats the hit at the window, or she eats the hit at the other side of Shack. She loses here no matter what. There is no reason not to bring up your power here. You hit her either way. You hit her either way.
That's a shame. Can't really do that.
Yeah, you would have hit her either way there.
We know she's just gonna wait on Shack here, so.
Yep. This is the Do what you did with the Ada.
Remember that too.
Do what you did with the Ada, except with her. You're playing this like a normal M1 killer, and you're playing an M2 killer. Yeah, now she has a body block. Whoa. That's right. Chalices. I always forget Chalices like that. It's always so stunning when it happens. Like, even when I use them, I'm like, wow. Good job just ignoring the body block. Yeah. There you go. Good stuff. Yeah, she should have been dead
Pretty sure she's
2
dead.
loops ago. Good job with the slug. Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, she should have been dead 2
Down.
loops ago.
Keep her down.
Yeah, I would just... Yeah. Right now, you should be trying to get either Claudette or Ada out of the game.
Well, I really
For
don't
those
want to
people
be
you've
over here is
pressured.
the problem. You know.
I mean, yeah, because, like, you ideally want them doing that gen. The gen in Shack. It's a problem is that everybody's over here, so you kind of don't have a choice. But you are right.
Well, I really don't want to be over here is the problem.
Yeah, because if you look over there, you have a 3 gen out over this way. You have a 3 gen out this way. If they do this gen, they 3 gen. So you ideally want them to do Shack gen. But yeah, they're just all here, so
That's bad.
he's right there. Did you not see him? Okay, you did. I was like, please. I just would have smacked him here. Yeah, I would have done that right away. It's good to have infects, but he's already infected. You know what I'm saying? Like the reason you go for infects over M1ing initially is to get them infected. But Dwight is already infected, so there's no reason to do this little mind game of like trying to hit him. Should have just M1'd him. Because he's already infected. You already have the desired effect. Yeah, don't let her do that right in front of you. Don't let her disrespect you. Especially if they assaulted you before.
Actually, this is good. She dies here.
You could have chased Kate.
It's really bad for them. She's just gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, like, this isn't a bad play, but you definitely could have downed Kate. But I guess after, it's hard to feel like,
Make sure she does.
you can, make that play when, there've been a lot of misses earlier in the match and you don't want to be in your own head. But it's really natural to be in your own head. You definitely could have downed the Kate there. Yeah, because now she's able to heal and get right back over here. Yeah, when she should be dead. Yeah, you should have went after Kate. Because she had enough time to heal, come back, and get the save for free. Because you didn't down her there. So, yeah, you could have definitely... Same thing with what you did with the Ada. It was just like, go to one corner of Shack and then around the other end at a right angle. And then smack her with your M2. But now she's able to come back and heroically get the save. And it's cool that you got the insta down. But, like, this is her first hook. And somebody should be dead right now. If you don't know this in Dead by Daylight... By 2 gens, you need somebody dead. So if you're not actively making that happen at 2 gens, you're behind. Same notion. Dwight could have gotten the save for free. No, it wouldn't have been for free because even in the sense that that Straw Hat goes over, dashes around Shack, gets Kate. Dwight would have to come over and get the save. They're both injured, and Straw Hat now has the chance to either slug and put pressure on the hook, kill Claudette, or go hook and then chase down Claudette and get the kill, which is still a better position either way. Nobody's healed up. Somebody's on death hook. It's a better position for everybody involved.
Fully, but he is.
No, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She may be the harder chase, but she's dead. You need to go after her.
He might just dead hard this one, but...
This is not a good choice. Claudette should have definitely been priority there. Claudette should definitely have been priority there.
I should have picked him up.
Yeah, because once again, he is on first hook. So you have no pressure on this person so far. So committing to a chase on him when somebody that you've been pressuring all match was right there, it doesn't matter that he's hindered. You would get more out of having that other person out of the game.
No, dude, what? Oh, that's just such a shame. I almost made it too.
The liver dance again? Or is it renewal?
I'm gonna head back. Okay, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, now she's fully healed. Yeah. Now she's fully healed. So even if you find her later, you're gonna have to do a full chase with her, not just the one health state.
Pretty sure they're healing back there.
Yep. They're fully resetting, which is not in your best favor. Yeah, and she's not even dead. Yeah. That if this match doesn't end up going your way, that is that would be the big error that I would point out. Besides just, having confidence with pressuring the survivors with your M2 and getting better at Wesker's bounds in general. Letting her go there was giving up pressure. It let him get the unhook. It let him get resets with heals. It may seem like, quote-unquote, the mean thing, but you really needed to focus Claudette there. Because now we're at 1 gen, and nobody's dead, which is even worse than having 2 gens with nobody dead. Yeah, and she's playing safely.
There's no point in chasing that right now?
There is, though, because she's dead. Right? There is. Like, you need to make this a 3v1 as quick as possible. Not the whole game, but like once you're at 2 or 3 gens, you got to make it a 3v1. You just have to. That's just like the flow of the game. If somebody's not dead at 2 or 3 gens, you got to make it happen. So like not targeting Claudette here has been the biggest like quote unquote error that I've seen.
This exact moment.
Because you needed to prioritize making this a 3v1 as soon as possible. And you had somebody injured, or not injured, but like you had Claudette right there. You didn't go after her again.
Do you actually think you can defeat?
I would have slugged and got after Ada there for the same reasons I'm talking about. I would have slugged and got after Ada there because like I keep saying, you need somebody dead a gen ago. You don't have that happening. So while you're being like a good boy 12 hook Andy, you're not going to win the game if somebody's not dead soon. Or not, you're behind, I would argue. Not even soon. Like, you need somebody dead a gen ago. And you don't have that right now. So I would have slugged and went after Ada there. I know you still end up after her anyway, but yeah, that would have been the better play.
Bingo.
No, you're okay. Okay, I'm gonna say this like, you prioritize everything over killing people, which is, it's in the name, killer. You prioritize everything over killing people, which is that you need to I keep saying it till I'm blue in the face. You need somebody dead by 2 gens if you want a DBD match to go well. There's plenty of ways you can clutch a match at 1 gen or all gens done, but like if you want a match to go well consistently, you want somebody dead by 2 gens. And it seems like every single time you have somebody on death hook, you leave them alone for some reason. There is no greater pressure you can like put out on the map than having somebody literally not in the video game. There is no greater pressure you can have on the map than quite literally having somebody out of the video game. That is the biggest pressure you can act. They're better than Cobb, better than Eruption, better than Pain Res, better than Jolt. There is no greater slowdown to the match than having somebody just literally dead. and I've seen multiple times maybe it's out of kindness or wanting people to, have a fair chance to play, not go after death hook gamers, and you really should be. Yeah, because he has 1 hook. The Dwight has 1 hook, so you're not getting somebody dead here.
How close is he to dying is the real question. Maybe you have 1, 2 people on death hook, 3 people on death hook.
You have 2 people on death hook, but nobody dead. Claudette is, Ada is,
I gotta break this down here.
She has 1 hook. He has 2 now. Yes, you need to go after Claudette. Claudette, ideally Ada if you could see her, but Claudette is the next best.
This needs to just break.
I would have vaulted that. You can vault with his power at an angle. You can with Wesker. So what I would have done is I would have ready my power and tried to like go through that window. Because that saves time. I don't know how much time it would have saved, but obviously you're down on time, so I would have done anything to save time. Yes. Prioritize the death of gamer. Yeah, let's go. You're doing it.
If I push, it has to be this way.
Yep. Put him on. That's really good. That's really good. Put him on the opposite side. Because if she drops his pallet, she has tractor in literally the back corner of the map. She has no resources. Where she had the whole map if you put on the other side, which is good. Good.
Obviously.
How do those railings? Yeah, but it's a little bit more difficult than A little bit more difficult than it appears.
Oh, there's a lot of distance there.
Oh, that's
No,
just...
that's so much distance.
You heard me complain about that earlier. It was the
Such a crazy high amount of
the
distance.
collision. The collision being bad. Yep, you're dropping the Death Hook gamers again in the name of defending the gen.
This. Get this shit done.
This is good. Okay, I'm gonna say they're look at them all flocking in the same direction, like birds. They're like a flock of birds. You're gonna lose this match, and maybe not the match itself, but you failed at your primary objective, which is to defend the gens. That's already gone. At this point, you're trying to collect as many kills as possible. So hopefully that helps in terms of a perspective or like a mindset kind of adjustment. Is like, the gens are already gone. We're at 1 gen, all 4 people up. They can split at any point and get all the gens done. You have essentially let go of gens. Gen defense should not be your priority right now. Getting the Death Hook gamers out of the game should be your priority. So you can, because if you get Claudette gone, Ada gone, you could put Dwight or Kate on hook, and then either he gets to trade and die, or he or leaves, and that's a 3K. That's a confirmed 3K. Hi, Casey.
Oh,
I have also faced this person, and I think they were toxic to me too. I don't know, that doesn't really matter, but I vaguely remember somebody named like that was mean to me once as well. Once again, chasing Dwight. You can't even say that like you didn't know, because you have openly said, I have 2 people on Death Hook. You said that to yourself. You said, I have 2 people on Death Hook, but you're not chasing them.
That's really important. I can't let myself get distracted.
There you go. Back on Claudette. Back on Claudette. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. No. No. Ah. Okay. Okay. Back on Claudette. Good. 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 Good.
Now.
I would have kept chasing Claudette. Gamers. I promise I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I'm just saying. Kill your Death Hook gamers. Their Death Hook. Get them out. Get them out of the game. Oh, she messed up her dead hard. Oh, you have Jolt? Jolt on... Don't use Jolt on M2 killers. Killers where you should ideally be using your M2 as much as possible, don't use Jolt. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's fine. She's dead. Feel good.
Good. She should have been dead a long time ago, but here we are. Here we are. We're good.
Cool.
Okay, your next target should be Ada if you can find her. She's unfortunately healed up, but she should be gone. You don't have a 3-gen, which is unfortunate, but only so much you can do there.
Down. They're healing probably way over there somewhere.
Yep. Yep, they're resetting.
Honestly, I like Albert.
Yeah, he's a great character.
Maybe not as much as I did when he first came out, but he is pretty fun.
We're doing a match recording, or a match review. Casey, I'm trying to help somebody right now. That's why.
I'm missing the wagon wheel. That's what I need.
There we go. There we go. Death Hook Gamer. Get your Death Hook Gamers out of the game. Good patience to wait. Ooh, that was a good fake on her part. She played that really well. Yeah, that mind game doesn't really work too often. So this is something that I do a lot too, and it doesn't really work for me either, because really what happens here is that like there's no reason for her to vault that, because she's just gonna vault back into you, right? It's just in her best benefit to keep running along the L wall. So there's really no reason to risk that unless she's just panicked. So it's just not a good mind game typically to do. So I've been dropping it out of my repertoire as well. Busy hours? No, I'm trying to do a match reviews with somebody so I can help them improve at the game. So I didn't really care to look down and be like, oh, hey, people talking about literal nuts. Haha, balls jokes. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna.
You want to take that?
I'm gonna try to help the homie get better at chases. Once again, stop leaving the Death Hook Gamers! Kill your Death Hook Gamers, please! Kill your Death Hook Gamers. I like that. You
Oh
should.
my God, dude, he's nuts.
You should have done the head nod. You were just kind of like wiggling your face. You weren't actually doing the head nod. It was kind of funny to watch, though.
I really should have just waited it out. That was the problem. Poorly played by me. He did it on the second one, so that's, I guess, what tripped me up.
He didn't throw that. Wow. I would have swore he wouldn't have thrown that. Nah. Yeah. I would have stuck on Ada.
Maybe I get over there in time. I kind of doubt it, though.
Rebound off the wall? Which one? At that pallet? You could rebound out of most things.
That was Blade.
Like smack your face against him, back up and bounce. Good patience. Very good patience there.
Incredible. That's hilarious. I cannot believe that worked. Can't believe we won that. That was funny. Oh well. That's all for them, I guess. They played well.
No.
That's the one. Oh, well, I don't know if it's even possible to win a hatch and doors race, but if I find the hatch right here, you never know.
Yeah, she would probably
You
just
know what-
search for
you know
hatch
what
here.
I sometimes do, and this is my joke. Watch this. Ready? Now she thinks I found the hatch, so she's not gonna go look for it. She's gonna look for exit gates. Pick the up.
But if she goes looking for exit gates, she's gonna find the open exit gate and leave. Wait. So you're opening the exit gate, so she thinks the hatch is closed. So she goes straight to an exit gate. But if she picks the right one, she just escapes for free. But what if she picks the right exit gate? She just leaves for free. Yeah, and I guess in theory, if she goes to the wrong exit gate, that's bad. But if she just picks the right one, she leaves for free. Or even worse, she finds hatch on the way to that exit gate.
Check this. Why did I do that?
Why did I do that immediately? Oh my god. That brightened my day. That made my day. Just immediately. Why did I do that? That cracked me up. Thank you so much. That was so funny. Why did I do that? That was wonderful. Bro,
you look
that
like
was
Adam
amazing.
from the gold. Oh, I found his. Hey, bud. That's a shame, man. Actually, she played pretty well. I should probably let her out. I'll take the flashlight, honestly. No, I'll take it.
Free beamer.
Well.
Man, that was a chaotic 1 minute.
I'm just saying that.
That was a chaotic 1 minute. That was a 1 minute span of time that was chaotic. Very chaotic.
No way, dude. DG Catface.
Catface. Yeah, I think obviously the main thing here, I was saying it all match, you had so many instances where the characters, you had so many people on Deathhook, and you chose to chase people that were not on Deathhook and prioritize them over them. You did end up getting the 4K and letting somebody out, but ideally you should have 4K'd at 2 gens. You had half the team Deathhook at 2 gens. If you had just committed to those chases, you could have ended the game at like 2 or 1 gens. That game could have ended a lot quicker. But you kept disembarking from your Deathhook gamers to go check your generators or just chase somebody else who isn't Deathhook. I would just get those people out of the game as soon as possible. So like 2 main things that I would say. Obviously Kill your Death Hook gamers. If you know somebody's on Death Hook, get them out. Actually get them dead. Second would be, there was a lot of times where you were too afraid to ready your power around a corner and zoom at them, mostly at Shaq. So I would, you know, actually start using your power at more loops. I get that, like, when you're learning a new character, it's kind of like scary and you don't want to like fail, especially if you're streaming, because you're failing in front of people, which is really nerve-wracking and sucky. But like, that's why you play M2 killers, is so you can use their power to circumvent chase. And if you're not going to do that, you might as well just play somebody who's got a easier power to use, like Myers or Clown. If you're just going to be an M1 Andy anyway, you know, might as well use somebody who's easier and their power is more leisurely, if you're not going to be getting the mostest out of your power. Yeah, try to use your power more at loops, to force people into either dropping a pallet or just outright hitting them, and clean up your Death Hook gamers. If somebody's on Death Hook, there's no reason besides being a nice guy to like let them continue to exist in the match. Prioritize them, get them out. So hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully that was hopefully there's some takeaways from that. You honestly, you were doing a lot of great stuff. And honestly, like, there was that one chase you had at Data at Shack where you did exactly the thing I was talking about, where it came to like using your power at the loop to force her into a bad situation. So you do know how to do it. You just got to do it more often. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful.